goes a little something like.
Hello, literates. I'm brittwriterly, and welcome back to Writer's Ambition. For those of you who've been hanging in since episode 1, use a real one. And for those of you just finding my humble channel, welcome. We hope you stay a while. Also, thanks for 600 literates. It feels like just a couple months ago we were doing our 500 strong Q&A live, and now we're at 600. Thank y'all so much. So truly welcome to all of you who just found my humble channel. I really hope you stay a while. If any of the new literates are watching, feel free to comment below and just, introduce yourself, say hi, all that jazz. Yes? Yes. Okay. All right. So today is HonesTEA. Yes, we're doing HonesTEA, and it is the end of March. It's very, very rude, and it's starting to get really disturbing how quickly the months are moving by. I really feel like February was yesterday. And January was last week. And now it's March. And truly it's about to be April. And that is really like, because after April comes May, and I do have some deadlines in May that I was like, psh, it's in May. May is the end of the school year. May is 5 years from now. May is May. May is really May. It's May. It's very theoretical. It's not a real thing. And now May is like 6 weeks from now. So now it's like May and not May, and it's freaking me out. Okay, so I'm just putting that out there for y'all. These HonesTEA vlogs, they're really starting to mark time in a really, really scary way, and I just want y'all to know that. Okay, so March HonesTEA. To review the goals that I had for February goals were to start hashtag third fantasy adult rewrite. Remember that I was going to try to write hashtag third fantasy, which is a YA fantasy. I was going to stop at chapter 4 of the YA version and try to rewrite it as an adult version to see how I like the vibe. So that was one goal. And then the second goal was to cement the POV voice for part 2 of Tales of Eliza Black. And then the third and final goal was to finish the first section of chapter 3 of my dissertation. Okay, so those were the goals. So for March, you did that. I did indeed cement and simplify the POVs in Tales of Eliza Black Part 2. It was getting very frustrating. I kept having to rewrite. It was a lot, and I was like, I can't, like, none of these voices are really working for me. They're confusing, but not in the way that I want them to be confusing. It's just blah. So I simplified it, and I think that works more, and I'm just going to go with the simplified version for now, see what betas say, and then if I need to layer on more complexities, I will, but I want to start with the simplified version so that I can keep all my hair. Yes? Okay. So I simplified the POVs in part 2 of Tales of Eliza Black. I'm on the last chapter of my Tales of Eliza Black revision. I'm super happy about that. I'm actually going to work on that later today. I am excited about that. I really am, because then I can send it to the beta. So that's exciting. And then I finished section 1 of chapter 3 of my dissertation. So things have been happening, even though I feel like time is moving faster than I am getting things done. So these HonesTEA vlogs do help me to keep track of the progress that I'm making, so that I'm not just grinding and feeling like I'm not actually doing crap, because that's not true. I am. And every once in a while, we all need a reminder that we are being productive and that we are doing things. Okay, so those are you did that. Thank you. Goals. The goals, just 3. We are keeping it very simple going forward, just so I don't get under any extreme pressure. Now stop. Will it ever stop? I don't know. Turn off the mic and go. Anyway, if there's a problem, yep, I'll solve it. Okay, that's really it. That's all I know. And I barely know that, as you can tell, since most of it was made up words and sounds. Okay, so goals. Finish Tales of Eliza Black revisions and give to the first betas. Also, what am I drinking during this HonesTEA vlog? I'm drinking water. Why? Because I was doing really, really great on drinking water after the last one where I failed to drink even a cup. And I've been doing really, really great since then. This is a 32-ounce water bottle. It is to be, not blamed, but this is the reason that I've been able to be drinking so much water. So if I drink 2 of these a day, that's 64 ounces, and I've been doing that every single day for the past like 2-3 weeks. So I'm gonna just try to finish it while we're talking, and I really hope that I can. It helps when I put lemon in it, and I did. I mean, not like a real lemon wedge because that kind of annoys me, but I just squeezed some lemon in and it really helps. Anyway, so yeah, I want to finish the revisions for Tales of Eliza Black. That is just finishing the end part of this last chapter. Oh, and it may be adding a chapter 2. I haven't decided yet, because with the revisions, it takes a little bit of the action out, and y'all don't know this about me, but I like blowing things up. So taking out the action made the book feel like it just sort of like, 1, ended abruptly, and 2, just was sort of like it ended at a conversation. Like I just like and that's not how relaxing, right? Not my style. So I have to figure out a way to end on a sort of higher note, more dramatic note, because I don't know if you know this about me, but you're a little bit dramatic, and I just demand the same of my novels. Okay, so that's that first one. The second one is to finish the first draft of chapter 3 of my dissertation. I am close. I finished that first section, which was really the second section. I have a little bit more to go. There's 3 sections. I finished the middle one, which is by far going to be the longest. So like, check. The first section, I have a little bit more to add. So the first section that I was saying I want to finish is actually the second section. So the first section, the actual first section, if you're keeping up with any of this, has a little bit more to be added. And then the third section, I haven't started on yet at all, really. But I am almost done with all of that, even though it sounds very chaotic. I'm almost done with it. So I just want to finish the first draft of chapter 3 in the next month so that I can start revising, because of course it's easier to rewrite than to write. And May is coming. May is coming, and I actually have another project to finish by then. So I need to finish this first draft so I can send it off to my academic critique partners and focus completely on this other essay that I'm turning in. So, you know, send prayers to your girl. Okay, so that's the second HonesTEA goal for the month, is to finish the first draft of my chapter 3, and then the final one is to get into the B story of #3rd_fantasy. So for those of you who are new or have forgotten, I am trying to actually follow my outline for this novel. Never before have I done this. Never before have I even done the outline before I even start writing. So, and it's been kind of hard, but I am sticking to it. And so I want to get into B story. I use the Save the Cat outline, or the Save the Cat beats to make an outline. Not all of my novels fit into the Save the Cat beat sheet, but this did. And so the B story is the second beat of Act 2. It's when you start sort of figuring out more like internal things about the character. The antithesis world, or the upside down world, starts to make known these things that are inside of them. And they meet all these characters who sort of help them begin to discover what they might actually need, as opposed to what they think they need and want. So I just want to get to that part of the story, which is right before the fun and games, which is where I tend to blow things up. So I want to get into the B story and just really get deep into it. I'm really excited. #3rd_fantasy has a lot of family, and so I just want to have more family moments, more family discussions, more conversations between the parents. I'm excited for that. So I want to get real deep into that before the next month, just because I want to try to finish a first draft of #3rd_fantasy by the end of summer, which is I have plenty of time, but I just have to continue to write, especially because I'm juggling this and Toast with Liza Black, right? So those are my goals. This was a very short honest tea. Wow, I didn't drink any water. Okay, to be fair, it's difficult to drink and talk at the same time. We have to acknowledge that. We have to acknowledge that. We do. But this was a real short honest tea vlog, because even though I have so much going on, I really am trying to constrain my goals so I don't get under pressure, remember? So that's why the honest tea this month is short, and they will probably be short for the next few months, just because everything else is so crazy. I'm trying not to make my calendar and my goal crazy as well. So if you've made it this far in the video, comment, keep drinking that water, because you know, encouragement helps. I feel like I'm almost to the last. I did it, okay? I did. Okay, thank you. I don't need your sass or your judgment. I did it. Thank you very much. So, as you can see, I'm feeling real defensive, because I really believed I was going to be able to finish this, and I didn't. Y'all have a good day, okay? Bye!